Amanda here, just sharing some crafting today. It's my day off and I decided I wanted to have a play with some envelopes and make some sort of envelope flip for something that I'm doing, and I've decided to use the Mother's Day Rose Eco dyed papers. These are free. Absolutely free. A lot of what I'm going to be using today is free digital images from the Artemis Facebook group, so I'll leave a link in the description box below. So she's done envelopes, we've got tags here, and we've also got, she did some papers as well. So yeah, so journaling doesn't have to cost you a lot of money. A lot of the journal creators that do digital images do the odd freebies, and Andrea's got loads. So a lot of what I'm using today is absolutely free. Another one that I might be using is this one, which is a collage sheet that she's done. That's free. There's loads. Alright, so what I've done is obviously you cut these out. They print on an A4 sheet, you cut them out, really easy, glue them together. Literally fold the tabs in and lift that over and folds over. I'd already done it before I switched the camera on, so I am sorry. So I just need to decide whether I'm having a double or a triple flip. I've inked them all the way around and I've just stenciled there on that white bit just in case it shows and I decide I don't like it. So I'm just going to have a think of where I want them. So I am literally making this up as I go along. There's no rhyme or real reason to it, and it's nothing groundbreakingly new. You've probably seen things similar before, but I just thought I'd come on and do some crafting and do a bit of sharing with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue all of this one so that it sticks onto the inside of there. Okay, so I'm not going to glue too close to the edge because it's going to be inside. I'm not going to have as much control and I don't want it to completely glue it shut, so I'll have to just be careful. So I took and you can do this with any envelopes, you'll have seen it done, loads of people do this. Okay, I'm just going to fold it over, I'm going to just line them up so that they kind of meet. They're not going to perfectly meet because they did G images and I've hand cut them, so they're not going to be the same exactly, but that doesn't matter. Give it a press, open it up, make sure you've not stuck it closed. There we go, so that's one. And then this bit here, I'm just going to refold it. Okay, and I think I'm going to have a third one onto there, and I think I'm going to have it so that it opens like that. Yeah, and then I'm just going to, let's have a think. I'm just going to put a really thin bead of glue there and then leave that flap open, so a very thin bead of glue. Not too close to the fold because you want room to close it. Sorry if my messy hair gets in the shot. It's my day off, I'm sat in my pyjamas, my dressing gown on, looking like a scruff, just enjoying playing with paper. Right, so I'm gluing that on there. Just going to make sure it's all kind of lined up. And the good thing about this, I'm using this as a background, so I'm going to decorate it, but it doesn't matter which way up you have it. So there's no risk of getting it upside down, which is really cool. So that's like that and that's like that. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to tack that one onto there so that leaves the back there free to then just as an extra tuck spot if you want it. Right, so a tiny bit of glue on there so that they just meet each other, and they will just, let me just stick my ruler down so it doesn't stick to each other like that, and just get them to just marry up with each other there. And hopefully that's not stuck to my ruler. There we go. Alright, so then you see you've got a tuck spot at the back there, and that's going to be the front. It's going to open there, it's going to open there, and we've got 1, 2, 3 pockets. Alright, and then in the back there we can slide some stuff in if we so desire. Okay, Might just put a band of lace at the bottom there so that if you put something in it don't fall through. We'll see. Right, so I'm gonna do some matting and layering, maybe add some pockets here, put a front cover on, and I may well just fast forward the video whilst I do this. Okay, and I'm going to be using this free collage paper here, as I think it's really pretty. But it's nice, there's plenty of detail, but there's still room for you to decorate it without it looking out of place if you so desire. So I might fast forward it, and once I've done the matting and layering, we'll go back to normal speed. Alright. So here I'm just marking out the envelopes for the matting, and I'm cutting up my collage papers. I'm going to make like a belly band first of all. I'm layering it on some paper there to strengthen it. Cutting it out, inking it up, sticking it on. It's not difficult. I'm just using my decollage ruler to make it a bit raggedy and inking it, and then I'll just glue it on. And that will make a little tuck spot. I'm going to line it with lace. I will be using this a few bits and pieces on some of the pockets just to add a little bit of extra prettiness. So here we are, we're making more pockets. So I'm going to put a pocket on each of those envelopes, see? Okay, just inking and sticking. Just glue it on 3 sides. It's really, really easy. Anybody can make these, and they are awesome fun. Look how fast you can make them. Like Speedy Gonzales made. That looks really nice. And that lace really adds a little soft touch to the paper. So I'm adding it to the bottom of there so that when I put the tags in the back there, it doesn't fall out, basically. I'm using the same freebie. I love the word free. I love free stuff. I'm using the same freebie to layer up on the front for my focal point for the front cover as well. Inking and gluing.
So
there you go.
I've done quite a bit of fast forwarding. I might do a bit of talking for a bit, and then if I start where I'm being really slow, I'll fast forward it again. So I've got a selection of things round and about to decorate with. So the first thing I've got is this lovely washi tape, which is absolutely lovely. So I'm just going to rip some bits of that up. Just literally rip it. Rip the bits that you like. It's a nice bit of a flower there, I like that. And they're really good to just literally just rip them and add them. It's that simple. I think I'm going to have that one there, and then this postage mark I'll have just over here. It just adds a bit of interest. You can wrap it around, and then down here we'll have some. Rather than have it all one way, I like to mix it up a bit. I'll have some of this on here, I think. Yep, like that. And this bit here might just stick on this tag for now. Okay. So that's just for now. I'll be adding to it. I did put some lace on the bottom of there so that it just stops that tag falling out of the bottom. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is just... oh, my lace is stuck together there. Hold on. I'm going to make some little bits and bobs to decorate the front and find some bits to just slip in there. Now, because I do have quite a collection of ephemeras and things that I cut out, I've got quite a few bits and bobs already to just slip into things like this. So here I've got some of these floral journaling cards which I quite like. So to get them to match up, all I've got to do is just add a bit of the darker distress ink. I printed these out on cardstock so that they were a bit more substantial. So to age them up a bit, all I've got to do is just rub over with a little bit of distress ink, and then that will slip in there. Because I collect them and have them ready, that's good to go, that one. Alright, for example, I will put more in. So let me get this is my small ephemera, and I like filling these kind of things with just little bits and bobs. little bits and bobs of things that are just interesting to look at. I love like little faux letters. This will be from an Arty Maze kit. I love these, and you just slip them in the pockets, and then whoever you send them to has got loads of interesting things to just look at, like, ooh, what's that, and then either, you know, this is inside a little, it's inside a journal so that it's adding interest, or else they can use these, take these bits and bobs out and use them in what they're doing. Yeah, so that's what I like to do. I'm just going to add this little advert here. It's a bit boring, I might stick a flower on it. I think these are Tim Holtz ones. I did buy them to see what they were like. I wasn't massively impressed. I won't be buying any more. Much as I love Tim Holtz, I wasn't massively impressed with those. So I'm just gonna rip some more of my washi tape, and I'm gonna stick a flower on there just because it's a bit boring. I don't like it. There we go. So that's that pocket full. I've got these little faux stamps that I've punched out. All I have to do with that is again get some of my washi tape. Let's have a look. Just stick my doodah there, and then just rip it around. None gets wasted, because even though you're ripping it, any spares I'll just put on my arm like that, and I'll add them round and about as I'm going. I'm a bit mental. So let me just stick that on a little bit straighter. A little bit straighter. This is a punch, a Stampin' Up punch. Don't know if it's still current, I've no idea. No idea. I'll just rip that off. Push it around, tear that, tear it, a little bit of distressing, might stick a butterfly on there, and then maybe find a little butterfly. So I'll just have all of my stuff all on my desk, so that I can go through them as and when I like. I've got I think these butterflies are a little bit on the large side, if I'm honest, and that one's not so bad. Let's cut that one out. Oh, I've cut that wonky now. Is that a small one? That's a small one. We'll have that on. Just ink the wings up a little bit to make them vintagey. This is one that I've stamped, so I'll just add that to that, and I'll just add the little butterfly on just for a little bit of extra, and then I'll slip that in there. And that's that pocket more or less done. So then I just might add a little bit more collaging on the bottom of here. Again, just using bits and bobs that I've got from things that I've collected and cut out, and just make myself kind of like a little faux snippet here. It's not actually a snippet because I'm not going to sew it. I'm just going to stick a load of things together. Just a little bit extra collaging on there just to make it look a little bit different. Let's find a nice butterfly. So many of them. Watch, I can never find the exact one that takes my fancy, and I've got loads. Loads and loads. What we got? I think I've used all the best ones that I've cut out from kits. I think I've used them. Oh, that one's a nice size. We'll have that one. That's a nice size. Wings are a bit pointy. Don't like them pointy wings. Let me just trim it. So the good thing with digital images, you can just cut them and make them into what you want. That is the good thing. And then I'll have a little bit of, what have I got? To find some random bits and bobs. Use some of this old lace here. Just cut myself a little bit of old lace instead of using cheesecloth, which can be difficult. Well, it's not difficult to source, but you've got to proper look for it. So I'm just going to use a little bit of old lace instead here for my layering. See if I can just make it a bit raggedy. Stick that on there. Just a bit lower down, and then I'm going to get one of these. But I love these, the base. They just finish off anything. What should we have? Live life in full bloom. Be patient with yourself. Nothing in nature blooms all year. I think that's perfect. We'll have that fella. Okay. And my desk's a hot mess. I've got stuff everywhere, but you know, that's how you do it. I do tidy it up at the end because I couldn't come back to a messy desk and be productive, so I do tidy it at the end. Honest. Although today I'm going out on the hunt for something specific for my Etsy shop, so I'll probably leave this hot mess until I get back. Alright, I don't want it upside down, so then I'll just stick that on there, kind of layered on my little bits of ephemera there, and then I've got my little bit of lace peeking out, and then I might have, if I got one of these, cut one of these flowers so that it tallies up. So I only want one. Can I cut just one? This is how my mind works. I'm sure I've got something wrong with it. I've got loads of stuff to be getting on with, and I'm cutting out a tiny little flower. I think, you know, something's not quite wired up right, but those that know me already know that. But we don't worry. All the best people are crazy. I'm just going to stick that there. Okay. And you could sit and make these while you're watching, you know, YouTube. Watching my channel. Sit and make one. You know, it might take you a while. Either take you a few minutes, literally 10 minutes, or it'll take you a couple of hours, depending on how much effort and how much detail you put in. I tend to do a lot like that, so I put a lot of detail in. Right, so this is one of these. I'm not going to put an awful lot extra on that. It needs to be a little bit shorter. Now I do know that they fold up. I might just cut the bottom off because it's just a little bit long. I'm not going to add anything to this. I'm just going to ink it. There we go, it fits now. Does it fit now? No, it needs a bit more chopping off. Let me just trim some off the bottom. I don't want it to be a complete mess, so I'll do it with my trimmer. And I'm just going to cut it till it fits. Okay. I'm going to leave that string on, and that will just slide inside there. There we go, perfect. So let's just ink it up. Front and back, I might just add some. Let me just practice. Just put some writing on that, bit of stamping. Alright, and then I'll just stick that in there, and that's a little bit of ephemera for in that one. Okay, that's that done. Then we want a bit of something for this pocket here. I shall make the journaling card, find some journaling cards and slip those in and show you at the end. I'm not going to be doing highly decorative ones, my decorations on the pockets here. So let's find some more of these lovely floral free journaling cards. Yes, we'll have that one. I like that one. I like these. So I'm going to put 2 in this one. And what you can do as well is just, if you print them out on card, whoops, print them out on card, and then they can take a bit more punishment than just normal paper. Distress them, rip them up a bit, them in there. That's one. And then I'll do the same with this one. I mean, these envelopes are free, but you can use just plain envelopes in your stash. Use your stencils to, you know, give yourself a background. Use your jelly plate. I can't figure mine out. I've tried and tried and tried all weekend with my jelly plate, and I made sheets and sheets and sheets of a mess. So I think you need to practice. I think there must be a knack to it, and I clearly haven't got that knack just yet, but I will, because I won't stop until I figure it out. Yeah, so I'm just going to put them like that and just stagger them. And what I'm going to just do, I just want something on them. And I know what it is, and I don't know if I've got any to hand. Oh, here we are. Tickets. I love these tickets. I do have these in my Etsy shop. It's a bit bare at the moment because I've not been able to go shopping. But I am going to be adding some very interesting new stuff to my Etsy, so keep an eye out. So I like to cut the end of them and stick them on the back side of things, just so that that's peeking out like that. Okay. I've got these for sale in my Etsy shop because I accidentally bought a massive roll of them. I don't think I realised what I was buying, and ended up with thousands of them. So I can't use them all. I'd never used them in my entire lifetime. So that's just stuck on the back of there now, just a bit of interest into it. Just gives a bit of layering, just needs to dry, rip and dry. Put that one in. Get in, get in. There we go, and then we'll just stick some ephemera on this one, very similar to what I've done here, and then I might just fast forward a little bit and then we'll decorate the front. Okay. Okay, so fast forwarded this bit, which is just pocket decoration really. Again, bits and bobs, my favourite word. Just little bits of things lying about, offcuts of lace. I chose this butterfly and then I think I changed my mind. Yeah, changed my mind and picked a smaller one. I've gone for the words again, which are free on Artie May's Facebook page. Love them, can't get enough of them. So I'm doing I think I did another pocket, yeah. I've forgotten what I did. Another pocket on the back of that flip there. So same process, just measured it roughly, inked it and glued it on. And then here I've got my ephemera box, and I'm just selecting just random things. I find that the more random, the cooler it looks, you know. It don't have to all be perfect. Just ink them up and stick them in. I think I was looking for it. Yeah, see that 50-cent sign there? I kept losing it, and I was looking for it and I couldn't find it, and it was right there, and then I didn't use it anyway. So another little saying on there just to finish that off, and then add in some tags. I've cut the rest of the collage sheet up. Okay, so as you've seen, I've just cut up the complete collage sheet, and I've cut these to 3.5 by 5. And I mean, the work's already been done for you. You don't really need to constantly add and add and add to things. You can use this as a background, or you can also just use it as is. Okay. I'll just ink these and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've inked all of those, and I'm just going to dot them in the pockets of my journal. I don't feel like I need to add anything to them. I'm just going to use up these bits of washi tape. Just stick them on my journaling cards so that none of it gets wasted. And these are just journaling cards. They're perfect as they are. I don't need any more, really. I'm just using up this tape. So it doesn't get wasted. Where should we stick that one? Stick that one there. Okay. I think we can throw them bits away. I'll spare them Right, so let's just, I've got a bit of a hot mess going on here, haven't I? Let's just clear the deck a little bit. I'm just going to take my ages to pick all of these bits up later, but never mind. So I've cut up the collage card, so they should just slip right inside there like so. And the offcuts, the bottoms, will also make extra journaling cards. They might even tuck in that pocket. That would tuck in that pocket if I just trim it a right little bit. Okay, so I've not had to do anything other than a bit of sticking and gluing. All the work and the design's really already kind of there. It's just a case of making things look pretty. A little bit more, Amanda, and then it'll fit. Keeping the colours kind of similar, you know, I wouldn't start adding bright pink or, you know, purple on here, but when you're working with vintage, most things kind of go. Stick that in there. There we go, it fits now. So nothing's getting wasted. Okay, and that pocket's full, that pocket's more or less full, that's full. So we've got some more journaling cards, so I'll stick that one in there with that tag. I just left the tag plain. I quite like that rose. That is the main part of the eco die. So if I'm gifting this to somebody, they might use that in their own creating, so I'm just leaving them plain. Don't think you need to decorate everything to death. I mean, these don't need anything, they're beautiful. Stick another one, stick that other one in there with that one. Okay, so each one of those as pockets is full, the belly band one's full, that one's full, and then we've got a ticket and a random bingo card in the back there, so that's decorated. So all I need to do now is, I might put something on there and just decorate my front a little bit, and then that's good to go. Alright, so what should we decorate the front with? Let's have a look. I might just do a bit of a collage. Let me see what I can find in my ephemera box. So you probably see me getting this in and out regularly on my videos. It's my little go-to. Quite fancy an image on there, but I'm not sure what. Don't know if a vintage photo's gonna. Quite like that. She's a bit sour looking, but I quite like that. Might have her on. I think we will. Field notes, I like that. What we got here? Bits and bobs. Have I got I need a doily. Small doily, I reckon. Small doily for her. Let's see what we can do. So we're just going to layer up. I think I'm just going to cut this out a little bit. So this has just been printed on copier paper. I'm just going to distress it, and then I'm just going to make a bit of a collage on the front, and then we're good to go more or less. So it's taken me, I don't know how long it's took me to do this. I'll cut and paste the video together, fast forward some bits, I might speak over some, I might be quiet on some. It might have taken me an hour, but if I did an hour long video, I think folk could get sick of hearing me. Right, so I quite like that. I don't really want to cover over that, but you can't have it all. Right, so shall we? I think I will just ever so gently ink the edges of that. And then I'm just going to draw on it on both sides. I don't think I want it on both sides, so I'm going to cut it in half so that it's an accent rather than taking over. Yes, 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 yes. I just need some bit of something there. Where's my scrap pile? I've got a scrap pile under here somewhere. Somewhere. I think I want either music paper or book page. So I've got a bit of music paper here. Where's my rippy ruler? Oh, I can't find anything now on my desk. This is the only thing when I get busy with my crafting, I start losing things on my desk. I can't find out. It's gone. Where's my Rippy ruler? I can't literally find it. Oh, it's there. It's there. Found it. So let me just move that out of the way. You only want a little bit. That'll be enough. I only literally want a little bit, just to layer over there like that, so it's not such a straight edge. I'm going to have to distress it. I don't like that straight edge. I'll have to be careful because this has only been done on lightweight, really lightweight copy of paper. I'm not using my good stuff for just making collagey type stuff. There we go. Alright, let's just ink this a little bit. So, we'll put that there. I don't think I'm going to have it straight, I think. Or am I? No, I'll have it straight. And then we'll just layer that. Is that covering too much of that? I quite like that though, that's the only thing. I know what we'll do. I know what we'll do. Right. Because there's a fine line between adding lots of layers to look really cool and then spoiling the images that's underneath, which we don't want to be doing that. That music's probably upside down, but oh freaking hell. Yeah, it is. But we're not bothered. It don't matter. So I'm going to have that so that that's in the middle instead, and it's just a little bit. In fact, I'll have it like that. Yeah. So that's how we're having it. I'm not going to overthink it. You think if you think too much, you talk yourself out of stuff, and then you're either at it for ages or you end up spoiling it. So I just want some of that image there showing. So I am going to put a kind of central. Just need that doily to be stuck down. I don't want it flapping about. This glue's starting to clog up because I've not been putting the lid on in between using it. And then we've got field notes here. Is that a bit big? Don't know if that's a bit big. I think that's a bit overbearing, isn't it? Got another one. Have a look. There's my words. There we go. I think that's a bit overbearing, that one. We need something a bit smaller. Let's have a look. What's this one? That one's better. That one's better. We'll have this one. So I've made this just out of relay scraps from leftovers. Okay, I've not printed anything new out. I've not used anything new. I've not bought anything. I've used scraps from other projects and the digital images. Main ones that I've used are freebies anyway from Artie Mays. So there you go. I'm going to have a bit of cheesecloth on here. We'll be generous. Just a right little bit. We're nearly at the end now, guys. Nearly at the end. Nearly done. And then I'll probably like have some seam binding wrapped around it, or a scrag of cotton, or I might even use some twine, I'm not sure yet. Stick that on that. Just trim it off a bit, I've got a bit much. It's all sticking to me now. It's all going Pete Tong. It's all going a mess because I've been at it for a while and I'm getting all gluey and sticky. I'm just going to see if I can find one more decent butterfly. I think I need to print some more out. I'm running out of my favourite colours of them and stuff, and my favourite ones. I'll have one of these, which is just a stamped one that I've stamped. So I've stamped this I've just used a normal stamp, and I've stamped it on book pages. You can see there I've used a reclaimed like second-hand book. Stamped my butterfly and punched it out. Glue that on there, and there we go, we're done. That's all done now. I just need something to, I might just use this random bit of lace here. Let's use this random bit of lace here, look, to wrap it around. Yeah, we'll have that as the tie. So there we go, I'll give you a quick flick through. We've got the front cover all nice and layered, just made out of 3 envelopes. We've got a belly band tuck, a pocket, we've got a pocket there filled with ephemera, journaling cards, pocket with ephemera, another pocket full of ephemera, and then on the back there we've got the little tag and the bingo card. And that is a cool little thing either to swap, slide inside a journal. I'll probably just add some seam binding or something to that tag in a bit, and I will just literally wrap it around with this bit of random lace that I've found, and there we go. You could make the little booklets up in advance, you know, make a few of them and then decorate them to suit your needs, suit whatever journal you're using. You know, if you were doing a butterfly blue one, you could add just the blue stuff from that kit, you know, have it ready, all layered up and ready. There we go, job's a good one, all done. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you'll give it a try. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Blimey, that was a mission. Bye for now.